Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abdul Rahman and today we are starting one of the most important topic for every programmer, DSA, that is data structure and algorithm. And also we will learn about static and dynamic programming language. So let's begin. What is data structure? A data structure is a way to organize and store data so it can be accessed and modified efficiently. I am trying to explain with simple example. Imagine you have a room full of clothes like shirts, pants, socks, all mixed up on the floor. If you want to find one red shirt, it will take time, right? Now imagine you keep all your clothes properly. Shirts in one drawer, pants in another, and socks in another. Now finding anything becomes super easy. That's exactly what data structure do in programming. They help us organize and store data properly so we can use it efficiently. Real world example. Real life example of data structure is every top tech companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon uses data structure for organize user data. Google uses data structure like hash map to quickly show your search suggestion. As you type, when you type Z, Google instantly find all words starting with Z like Zepto, Zomato, Zoom, Zara. That's a data structure at work. Advantages of data structure: faster data access. We can quickly find or update information because data is stored in an organized way. Better memory management helps you use memory wisely, avoiding waste and keeping your program smooth. Efficient problem solving. The right data structure makes solving complex problems easier and faster, whereas disadvantages of data structure sometimes complex to implement. Some data structure are tricky to design and require good understanding to use correctly. Wrong choice of data structure can slow your program. If you pick the wrong one, your program may slow or inefficient. What is an algorithm? Let's talk about algorithms now. An algorithm is a step by step instruction to perform a specific task. Suppose you are making tea. You follow a few steps: boil water, add tea leaf, add milk, and serve it. That's an algorithm, a step by step process to solve a problem. It helps us solve problem logically and efficiently. Real world example: Swiggy, Zomato use shortest path algorithm to find the fastest route for delivery. They calculate which road will take the least time using an algorithm like Discastra or a strict algorithm that we will be learning later. Why data structure and algorithm together? Now, why do we always hear data structure and algorithm together? Because data structure are where we store our data, whereas algorithm are how we work on that data, like searching, sorting, inserting, or updating it. Let's understand with the help of example. Imagine a data warehouse. A database table, indexes, and a storage system are your data structure. They keep data organized. The queries, optimization technique, and processing logic are your algorithm. They decide how to fetch and process that data efficiently. So, data structure and algorithm together means design a smart way to store data and using the best logic to handle it quickly. Just like how big tech companies manage billions of record every second. What is programming language? Now that we know what data structure and algorithm is, let's understand how we communicate all this with a computer. A programming language is simply a way to talk to computer. Just like we use English or Hindi to talk to people, we use languages like Java, Python or C++ to talk to computer. When we write print hello world, we will literally saying to the computer, hey, show this message on screen. There are two type of languages, static and dynamic language. Static language, also called statically typed language. In a static language, we must declare the type of data like number, text and boolean before the program run. For example, in case of Java, we write int age is equal to 10, string name is equal to Sam. Here we are telling Java, hey, age will always store a number and name will always store a text. Type checking happens at compile time, which means the computer checks your code before running it. It helps catch error early and makes program faster and safer. Real life example uses in banking app, games and big systems where safety and performance matter. Example of a statically typed language is Java, C, C++. Dynamic language, also called dynamically typed language. In a dynamic language, we don't need to declare type. The computer figures it out while running. Example in Java, example in Python, age is equal to 10, name is equal to Sam. Here we never told Python what type of data it is. It just understands automatically. Type checking happens at runtime. That means the computer checks while running your program. Dynamic language are easy, flexible and faster to write. Example of dynamic language is Python, JavaScript, Ruby. Best use in web application, AI and automation. Static versus dynamic language. Type checking. In case of static, type checking at compile time, whereas in case of dynamic language, type checking at runtime. Declare type yes, declare and no need to declare declaration of data. Error detection, error detect at compile time, whereas error detect at runtime. In case of speed, static type language is faster, whereas dynamic is slower. Static is less flexible, whereas dynamic is more flexible. Best for big systems and dynamic for quick script and basic app. Quick summary. Data structure. Organize data like drawers. Algorithm means step by step problem solving. Data structure and algorithm stores combination with solve efficiently. Static language means type checked early, safe but strict. Dynamic language is type checked later, flexible but risky. At the end, remember, understanding data structure and algorithm programming is like learning how to think like a computer. Once you master this, you can build anything from a simple app to real life exam, real life problem. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's continue with data structure and algorithm journey together in the next video. Thank you.